the first quarter. On second down, it's ETN. Escapes a defender. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. From the gun, it's Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
He's on the move. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Has the connection to Hawkinson. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Commanders will have a first. They put a receiver in motion right. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
You know, when receivers have room to operate, that's a play that can totally gash a defense. But, Kate, when you get down here in the red zone, it becomes so much tougher because you have a whole lot less space. And, in fact, you'll see defenses swarm like that one just did.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and short, Daniels. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it.
Oh my goodness, they're faking it. He can't get away. They get the first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Second and 6 coming up here. One quarter down for these two NFL. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They start with second and 6. Back to throw. Completed over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Third and 4 coming up now. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
False start, offense.
A costly false start penalty as third down becomes much more difficult to convert as they back it up 5. After the flag, they've got 3rd and 9 to figure out. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And the Commanders get home, they drop him. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down. Another punt coming up for Rigoberto Sanchez. Got 46 on his first punt, and this one's pushing a little more distance. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And he's been more than just his work as a passer this season. Look at this. He's gotten the job done on the ground as well. Second among NFL quarterbacks in rushing yards. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3. That pass is complete to McBride. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
That's taken in by Etienne. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Again, Daniels to the air. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Play fake here. Daniels got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. Trying to find Trey McBride. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. Coming deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's a turnover. The defense has it.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. McBride hauls it in. And this one does not go far.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Man in motion here. Little off center. His man just couldn't adjust to it. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, I know it's tough to evaluate when you're playing at game speed when there's chaos all around you. But if he looked around, I'm not sure that's a throw he would make again. Even one of the biggest targets, his big old tight end, couldn't fight back to the line of scrimmage.
Daniels, 3rd and goal. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Before they can run a play on 4th down, we have a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. A very short kick here from the right hash. Everly's kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
Flowers now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. 3rd and just 2 to go. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Off the play fake, he'll throw. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. The Cowboys in possession. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. Rigoberto Sanchez will kick it away. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this one gets out of bounds. It was pushing some distance towards the goal line, but gets out at the 5. The Commanders, and running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And he takes it up to about the 6 for a short gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, check that, street.
Daniels. Etienne on the catch. And he's brought down for a loss. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on 3rd down.
Let's go now. Go street.
Throwing now, Daniels. Getting out to his left. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
Daniels on 1st down. He's going deep. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. Demario Douglas, the intended target. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Here we go.
Now Daniels to throw. He's got him. That's McBride. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And a man is there to knock that away. That one intended for Demario Douglas. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. So on 4th down, outruns J.K. Scott to send it skyward. And this is the first time he's been called on today. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for, and he brings it in. Looks like right at about the 29-yard line. So no return on that punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. Throwing now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. He'll get this one to Brown.
The nice thing about a drag route is it works versus zone. You can find that soft spot and get a completion, but they can be very effective when you got an excellent route runner running away on that drag route from man coverage.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Tarvarius Ward picks it off. First and 10 from the 41. From the gun, it's Daniels. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
On first down, here's Daniels. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Final timeout taken by the Commanders. Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Daniels now. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn, ready for the field goal try. This is going to be a 46-yarder. Everly's kick is good. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Flowers now to return it. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. They don't connect there, and now just 3 seconds showing on the clock. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down. Throwing it just before halftime. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Picked by Derek Forrest. And the Commanders are stopped on that return. So that interception's going to be the final play of this opening half. It's halftime from near the nation's capital. We'll catch up with the rest of the league later. Let's go right through halftime and on to the start of the 3rd quarter. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Flowers now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They'll run here on first down. And he's bundled up quick. This just crosses the 25 to about the 27. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. From the 27. Escapes the pocket. He takes it himself.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
From the gun on third down. He's on the move. Gets out of trouble. Breaks the tackle. Green grass ahead. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. From the red zone now. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Looking to the air here. This one delivered off target, Brock. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing third and long.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throwing on third and long. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. And we'll have a Cowboys field goal try coming up. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. You hate to see this on fourth down for that defense. Roughing the kicker. Now they've got a first inside the red zone. They'll run here following the penalty. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. They'll get that yard back, but no more. It's third and 10.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Oh, he's going to run for it! And he evades any kind of trouble, but only a short gain to show for it after sliding down. And we'll have a Cowboys field goal try coming up. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, ETN gets it. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. That one intended for Demario Douglas. So it'll be 2nd down. Now give this up the middle to ETN. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. That was Micah Parsons making that play. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. That's caught for the first. They got 24 yards on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
An option give here to ETN. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Motioning one of the tight ends.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Get up.
They go right back to ETN. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
No kick, they're going to go for it. And that is incomplete. The fake is unsuccessful. The fake field goal does not get it done. This is going to be a turnover on downs. Play action on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Back to throw now. That's incomplete left side.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
3rd and long for him here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Commanders back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good numbers well into this 2nd half.
Go!
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Reload. Street. Check. Ready.
Inside handoff goes to ETN. And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Daniels off the play action. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
That is normally a gimme for this offense, these short throws. But the defense, well, they had just enough influence on that play to force the incompletion.
Track at 60.
Third and short, Daniels has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
Let's go.
ETN again. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's 1st and goal. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Wow, Brock, hard to imagine a more effective play in their entire playbook for that particular spot right there.
You know, you get in this red zone, Kate, you want the ball in the hands of the guys you do trust the most to score. In a lot of cases, well, you trust your quarterback, and all he did was add to that trust.
They get the 2 out of it, partner. Nicely done, but into double coverage. Felt like they kind of got away with one there.
That is a quarterback's best friend. I can't tell you how many times your players, your teammates, your offensive skill guys around you come back to huddle. Just say, give me a chance. Please, just give me a chance. Throw it up. I'll make you look good. And he did right there.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he works through a lane for a gain up to the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6. Here's a throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. Back to throw, needing a first. He finds Brown right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They find 21 yards and get the first down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Cuts right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. They go play action on 1st. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. They'll throw it. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
And they get the 2-point conversion. He's in the lead, only a field goal now. Critical 2-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A 3-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Washington are ready to go on offense as they take the field. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Counter give to Etienne. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Here we go.
Daniels buys time, rolling right. He's got him. That's McBride. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It appears all that prep work and studying that you quarterbacks love to do in the build-up to the game, Brock, it has certainly paid off. This guy has picked apart this defense much of the contest.
This is one of those games you appreciate. There's going to be peaks, there's going to be valleys, going to be mountaintops. Just like pitchers don't have all their stuff every time out, well, when you do and you're electric, it's sure fun to play.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Hey, smash, Bravo. Take go.
Now toss it to Etienne. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Motion man sent left. They're looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. He gets 6 on that play, and the Commanders will have a 1st. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Commanders only up by a few. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Ready.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. So quickly the defense burns a timeout here. 1:57 remaining in the game. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
Ready. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. Ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. On the move, headed right. That's taken in by Etienne. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st. And the Cowboys bringing on an extra DB here. 3rd down coming. From the gun, Taylor. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Now a carry by Etienne. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
McBride hauls it in. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 9-point advantage. Trey McBride, the touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Let's go now.
He's throwing for it. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
I've heard great receiver coaches say, watch your fingers wrap around the ball. You know, it's pretty clear he should have had that one, and he didn't get the job done. And 2 points, well, they're left on the table.
And this drive will start inside the 25. The Cowboys about set to take over. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. That's complete. Here's Brown. And he takes this beyond the 25 before going out. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Here we go. Set.
Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long. Now to throw. Trying to push it deep downfield. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. The home teams returning their offense and this running back to the field. Wow, they're going to pass it here. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Daniels from the pistol. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. Everly's kick is good. And that grows their lead to 12.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only 1 remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. And we know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's wishing he left this one in the end zone, Brock, as he goes out of bounds short of the 25. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. So score this as a win for the Commanders. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep.